here in the big city. There's an awful lot of talk this week about Robert Burns and Burns suppers in memory of the greatest Scottish poet who ever lived. It makes me wish I was back on the croft listening to my great-uncle Duncan. Burns couldn't hold a candle to his poetry, and Duncan certainly didn't need a bunch of highfalutin executives in their kilts swooning over an out-of-work actor blethering on about a chieftain by the name of Haggis. Oh, and then they're all sitting there swallowing tubs of whiskey and quoting their favourite lines. Skirty McDurdy, whistle Muscoorie, trambling and trambling, face skettering, prettering. Anybody who could make any sense of that gibberage must have their tongue on backwards. Or maybe they're from Russia. Oh, they like Burns. He makes a lot of sense to them because he said, a man is a man for all that. For all what? I mean, what's the sense of writing a man is a man? Everybody knows that. It would be something of interest to normal human beings if he wrote, a man is a woman. Now that would be a poem. And as for writing a poem to a mouse, well, my great-uncle Duncan would have had the mouse in a stew long before he wrote a poem to it. Oh, and Burns was supposed to be a farmer. Well, he wouldn't have lasted long on the croft. Imagine if somebody said, hey, Burns, help me shear this sheep. And he says, oh, I can't. I'm writing a poem to a mouse. The man would have been declared insane and shipped off to Australia within the hour. It's not as if mice can read. And even if they couldn't read his skirty McDurdy whistle absolute rubbish. No, when it comes to poetry, you can keep your Burns and all his suppers and senseless wee show-offs, because my great-uncle Duncan wrote the best poem I ever heard in my life. The Porridge of My Ancestors. When winter howls like an angry beast, when the timbers shiver from the west and the east, when your long johns are stiff and your snutters are frozen, it's the porridge of my ancestors I have chosen. Oh, the porridge of my ancestors would strengthen your bones, and the gable end of the house as well as the rooms. This ancient oatmeal, with its milk all congealed, would make savages civil, and was also very handy if you had someone round for a meal. Now that is a poem, and there were many others. Ode to my granny's armpit. How many wrinkles can you see on the widow McPhee? Agnes is a kipper. Glass of sky with glass for eye. She's on fire, let's get a heat. Oh, yes, great-uncle Duncan was a far more popular poet back home on the croft. No mice, no Russians, no haggis, no thrappling or wheating, and no need for drink to help you make sense of it all.